Thank you very much indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, we continue the action in the third round of the Austrian Darts Open. That is brought to you by PDC Europe, and we welcome our viewers joining us here on livepdc.tv. Now it's time to meet the players. Ladies and gentlemen from England, would you please welcome the bully boy, Michael Smith! And now, ladies and gentlemen from the Netherlands, would you please welcome the former Lakeside champion, the Cobra, Jelle Klaasen!
Penultimate game of the afternoon session in the third round here at the Austrian Darts Open, one of the big prestigious European Tour events. £135,000 prize pot, a sellout crowd of almost 2,500. So you could have at least worn something a bit special for it, Jelle Klaasen, but he's decided to just go with whatever he had in his suitcase, because apparently it's a bit too hot here at the Multiversen in Vienna. You see, he's still sticking to him a little bit. So he's just gone for the more lightweight, casual Jelle Klaasen look. Michael Smith in his full regalia, although Michael Smith, he's refusing to have a shave because he's got this superstition that he only wins European Tour events when he looks like Steve McNally or Captain Hobo Dennis Ovens.
Is this in keeping with what Christo Reyes has been doing?
First leg, Michael to throw first.
Clean shaven Christo Reyes.
It's Smith v Klaasen for a place in the quarterfinals. I'm Dan Dawson, Rob Malarkey alongside me for this.
And my stopwatch is underway, because I, for one, think this will be very quick, even if we go to 11 legs. Jelle Klaasen and Michael Smith, two of the fastest players in the game, meeting in the third round here, looking to advance to the quarterfinals of the Austrian Darts Open, and a meeting with either Mensur Suljovic or Mervyn King, who are on stage in the final match of the afternoon session. That should be some occasion, with Mensur, of course, the sole Austrian flying the flag for the home nation. But here,
46.
Klaasen and Smith looking to advance. We talked about Jelle Klaasen as the, or one of the potential candidates to become a first-time winner on the European Tour this weekend. Michael Smith already has tasted much success on the European Tour, including one this year in Gibraltar.
Yeah, 4 Euro Tour titles in total for Michael Smith, getting back to where he was a couple of years ago. Managed to win 3 in a 12-month spell.
100.
And his good period on the European Tour, just as that came to an end, and he had that horrible year last year, Jelle Klaasen came to the fore of the Euro Tour and played some fantastic darts. And because of that, it means that this is their first ever meeting on the European Tour, because despite their incredible success, the pair of them, it's never really coincided at the same time. So they've not been meeting later on in the tournament. Jelle Klaasen with the first 180 of this encounter. Smith looking at a 106 to hold his throw, and he's going to get a dart. A double top.
66.
And it's high.
Jelle requires 62.
So Jelle back in business on 62 for a break of throw. Tops.
Nicely
done. Jelle Klaasen off the mark with a checkout of 62.
Jelle Klaasen barely missed double top in his 6-0 demolition job on Rob Cross last night.
Well, his finishing was
40.
Almost perfect. 6 from 7.
Yeah.
Only Mervyn King matched that yesterday in his 6-2 win over Zoran Lerschbacher.
60.
In fact, Jelle Klaasen didn't miss tops at all. The one dart he did miss was at double 16, which he pinned the very next dart in that visit. So pretty much flawless from Jelle Klaasen, not allowing Rob Cross back to the board. That was almost a flawless visit from the Cobra.
Well, Jelle Klaasen's had a couple of disappointments on the European Tour of late. Round 2 exits in both Gibraltar and the European Darts Match Play as well. We know, of course, that he didn't play in between Gibraltar and Hamburg, opting instead to have surgery on his wrist. But let's not forget, he's reached the semi-finals in 5 of his last 7,
96.
or at least the semi-finals in 5 of his last 7 European Tour events. He has got a very impressive European Tour pedigree. Made the final in Hildesheim at the end of last year, losing to Alan Norris on the day before his birthday. That was a sickener for him. He said afterwards that he probably won't get a better chance. I, for one, think he
99.
will.
You require 160.
Could even be this weekend.
Certainly could, but Michael Smith, having missed tops for 106 checkout in the first leg,
52.
he's going to have another crack at it. It'll be the same route, I think. Or at least try to be. 18s now. Double 16. There it
On the
is.
second leg, Michael Smith. The next Michael will throw first. Game on.
And Jelle marked his return to the Players' Championship last weekend with 1 win over the 2 days in Wigan. That was against Brian Woods on the Saturday.
60.
And he's not had a great deal of success on the Pro Tour, by and large, this year. Certainly since the European Tour campaign got going, but Jelle Klaasen firing in a 180 to start off his campaign in this third leg.
83.
Yeah, it's curious with Jelle because obviously he had been struggling with this wrist injury. But even though the
58.
form elsewhere on the Pro Tour suffered, on the European Tour he was just constantly winning games, as you say, 5 consecutive runs to the semi-finals or better, ahead of the 2 disappointing tournaments that he suffered coming into this one.
84.
So it's incredible that Jelle Klaasen managed to put that run of form together on the Euro Tour despite his injury problems.
134.
Visit from Michael Smith leaves 124.
$83. Michael, you require 124.
Well, not to be for Michael Smith, so Klaasen now looking at potentially a 2-dart 96 checkout, but that first dart has totally scuppered him there.
Michael, you require 68.
It'd be frustrating for Jelle that. I mean, poor first dart, and he does like double 19. Would have quite fancied it, but Michael Smith.
50.
You can hear him
Go for the 18s.
just bemoaning himself, and Klaasen now looking at tops here after another stray first dart.
Well, that's the first time this weekend that Jelle Klaasen has missed double top, and it might cost him a leg. And just a little shake of the hand there, just suggesting that Jelle Klaasen might still be feeling the effects of that surgery.
That's not the first time he's done that in this match. I noticed it early on as well. I was just putting it down to maybe the heat, but he's done it 2 times now. Michael Smith began his campaign here in Vienna with a 6-2 win over Chris Quantock yesterday, 94.95 the average. He rattled in 5 180s in that one. He was always in control, by and large, against Chris Quantock, the youngster from York.
60.
Two players with Premier League history as well, Premier League experience, although they've never met in the Premier League. On stage here as well.
100.
From Smith, 180 from Klaasen.
Brilliant. Well, 9 darter please is the message from that particular supporter. Let's not even go there today.
65. You require 121.
11s. Double 14. Oh, very nearly a fantastic couple of visits from Jelle Klaasen. Michael Smith looking at the 19s, is it? It is, needs the treble. Doesn't get it.
76.
Well, a little bit showboaty there from Michael Smith, but paid off for him. Unfortunately for him, Jelle Klaasen pins double 7.
The next Michael will throw
11
first. Game on.
2 apiece, 7 minutes on the clock.
109.
And Michael Smith isn't slowing down here either.
Michael Smith, 2 180s for him.
66.
Both come in the last leg and a half as he just found his scoring form. He may have done. We're giving it the slow zoom in and he switched down the board. And then he
99.
switches up. What's he doing? He's just playing havoc with our cameraman.
134.
Yeah, we're staying true to the 19s there. Likewise, Michael Smith as well.
140.
Proper game of darts has broken out here, hasn't it?
Superb.
Bullseye.
63. You require 161.
Now then. Again, loose first dart. 3rd time he's done that today. There's a loose second dart as well, and I think he might be
29.
shaking the wrist again. He wasn't shaking it. He was giving it a good examination as he went up to the board there. Concern here for Jelle Klaasen, I feel. Double 5 for Smith.
On the fifth leg.
And Smith
Michael Smith.
back in front at 3-2.
First, game on.
Yeah, well, Yella, I mean, we keep talking about this wrist issue because it has been a factor, but the fact that we've seen him go all the way to finals of these things, while obviously in some quite severe discomfort. So you can't really put too much stock in how much pain he's feeling. It may be uncomfortable for him, but it's not stopping him. Chucking in the 180s. That's 180 number 4 for the Cobra.
84.
Yeah, I know the 180s market, a popular betting market. There were 114 of them this weekend prior to the start of play today. So if you're looking at the spreads, those on 200 might just be beginning to worry a little bit, but these two can certainly embellish the tally here. There we go, bang on cue, 141 now. Thank you very much, guys.
Lovely stuff, Yella Klaasen back deadly on double top, as he had been right the way through this weekend.
And on we go, ticking over nicely this one, isn't it?
131.
Can't take your eyes away from this one.
57.
Almost 3 years since these two have met. Yella Klaasen has won both of their previous encounters, although one of them was back 6 years ago. Both very different players nowadays.
When Rusty Jake Rodriguez was 10.
140.
Just to illustrate how long ago it was. Oh.
Rejected.
And that one likewise as well. And Michael Smith looks at the floor in disgust there. Yella again, not so on target with the first dart.
92.
Well, he's back in this leg, Yella Klaasen. Michael Smith, an extra 40 or potentially 80 points would put him really in charge. But as it is, this is not done and dusted, this leg.
This is delicately poised.
134.
And this is an opportunity for Yella Klaasen to break back here, but Michael Smith is looking now at 101. Treble 17 would have left the bullseye, but it's not to be, and Yella Klaasen may just fancy his chances here of a break of throw. He's looking at double 12. He's way off beam. 15 remaining.
70.
Well, it was such a bad miss that it cost him another dart for the leg. Smith to punish him. Tops.
39.
Not to be. So Klaasen does get more darts for the break. He led at 1-0.
Big puff of the cheeks here for Yella Klaasen. Double 4 nudges the wire. Inside for double 2.
4 score.
Does anybody want to win this 7th leg? Reprieves, get out of jail cards, let-offs all around here. Who will make the most of it? Who will blink first? Michael Smith takes out double 20. And he holds throw for a 4-3 lead. But Yella will see that one as one that got away.
Certainly will. The finishing practically flawless from Yella Klaasen yesterday in his victory over Rob Cross. But if he does go on to lose this match, his first ever defeat to Michael Smith in professional darts, that may be the moment he looks back on. Averages round about the 90 mark for both men. Plenty
41
of room for improvement.
Another costly visit there as well from Yella. Can Michael Smith capitalise extensively?
85.
Well, he's made a bit of ground. But Yella responding in kind here. Returning it with interest with the 140.
Stolen the darts though here, Michael Smith. Oh, it's good. It's very good. And it's a 180, a third one from Michael Smith. We'd have 7 in this game. It might be 8.
Little shake of the wrist before that final dart as well from Yella Klaasen, but Michael Smith maybe 2 darts away here. Double 18 for a 5-3 lead.
17.
Yella back in business once again, looking at Shanghai to level the match. Needs the treble 20. Doesn't get it. Michael Smith will return.
60. Likely require 18.
Pin double 9 earlier on to go into the lead for the first time. 1 for double 4 for a 2-leg cushion.
10.
Well, nobody able to fully take control of this match, and now Yella Klaasen has 2 bites at tops to level things up. Oh my word, he's hit double 5 instead, so he's looking at double 15.
30.
And the agony goes on.
Likely require 8.
Well.
We have daylight between these two for the first time. A two-leg. The distance.
Versatility from Jelle Klaasen there. Just when he looked to be losing his way in this match, he comes up with a 107 checkout on tops. After pinging 19 and treble 16 and back in the hunt here. Still has work to do, but it's a step in the right direction for the Dutchman.
98.
Fighting for his life in this one. Not for the first time today. A disappointing first start from Jelle Klaasen, and he's only scored 24. And Michael Smith, it's a gift for him.
He scents blood. He scents blood. And he piles in a maximum to leave the 170 again. And that little moment there, Jelle Klaasen having a dart bounce out the board, only scoring 24, and Smith punishing him in the most severe fashion.
Yep. It has shifted the balance of power once again. Michael Smith leading 5-4, but there were just one or two signs that Klaasen might get back into the frame. 170 won't go, but he'll just look to make inroads here. Could have been better, as you see Michael Smith just droop his shoulders there as he made his way to the board to retrieve his darts. Klaasen needs a big one here.
56.
And he ain't got it.
Crowd already chanting Mensur Suljović's name. The top man from Austria is on the way shortly. It may be very, very shortly.
54.
Michael Smith, last two visits, failure to hit a treble means he will get match darts when he returns to the board, but it's only two of them, and Jelle Klaasen is going to be sat there waiting on a double.
Pressure from Klaasen, but Michael Smith now looking at tops for a place in the quarterfinals of the Austrian Darts Open, and he takes it out. And our champion in Gibraltar earlier this year remains on course for another European Tour title. 4 to his name. He could well make it 5 here in Vienna. It's another significant scalp for Michael Smith, who marches into the last 8 this evening. And very shortly he'll find out who he'll be playing as well, because our final match of the afternoon session features Mensur Suljović, the sole surviving Austrian, against the number 14 seed Mervyn King. But for now, Michael Smith can reflect on a job well done against the number 6 seed Jelle Klaasen, averaging only 89 in the end or so, and certainly room for improvement, but more than enough about him to get over the line against Jelle Klaasen. Suljović and King on the way next.